Baseline documentation of coast redwood seedlings in Rockefeller Grove, Northern California. I'm Connie Barlow, and I'm assembling this video February 2024. All but the end of this 9-minute YouTube assembly are videos that I captured back in August 2017. I consider it a baseline video for people who are interested in studying just how seedlings sort out themselves as time goes by. Now that's the summer dry season, but thankfully the summer is also the fog season, so long as the forest site is near enough the coast, and certainly Rockefeller Grove is. Rockefeller Grove is along the South Fork of the Eel River, where Bull Creek enters. Here, I'm standing in Bull Creek, very low water this time in August, and that's part of the Rockefeller Grove visible at the top. And what it is this is a downcut area where there's what's called a bench that's flat, higher than the floods usually come. And that area is superb for ancient redwoods. They don't have to cling to a slope. But on the flats like this, they can connect their roots and also be really out of the wind in this deep canyon. In an old-growth redwood forest, light conditions are usually not strong enough for seedlings to establish and turn into saplings, except where a large tree falls, as you can see here. Also, along the riverside, there are opportunities for seedlings and saplings to access sunlight. Notice the saplings and young trees in the foreground here. Bull Creek is very close at the right. And again, notice how flat it is. This is just an opportunity to see how densely they can grow and why, therefore, folks are talking about coast redwoods for their ability to capture carbon. We're now along just the start of the Big Trees Trail where it comes off of the Rockefeller Grove. And I just wanted to pause here. There's a older floodplain that would have been in here, and you can see some big redwoods there. But this area is pretty startling in terms of struggling. Look at the number of stems here coming up from this very, very flat area. I would imagine these were seedlings. And here's some that are starting to take off up here. Look at that. And then here's the green level of them. So at some point, they would be thinning out. And here's some more right on this side of the trail, too. Here's a fallen giant that's fallen out over towards Bull Creek, but I'm stopping here because this is, I mean, they all make big holes, but wow, this is the deepest big hole I have seen. Again, there's a cluster, since it went down straight ahead, there's a cluster of, I would imagine, seedlings that have come up now that there's extra sun here. It's about 5 o'clock right now, and look at where these two, quite a long time ago, not very large logs fell. But look at the sunlight that comes in this time of year. I think it's about August 6th. And look at all those seedlings coming up there. Be interesting to see how they thin themselves as they get larger, and whether some of them actually aglom onto other ones and become a single tree. All the cut-throughs that we've seen doesn't look like, it looked like it started from a single stem in the center and then just got huge. So when this one came down relatively recently, it sure opened up a piece of the canopy here. I'll go up here and you'll see how much of a gap there is up there. And this is probably a good sign of when this fell, is that look at this little grove here of redwoods coming back. These would be seedlings, not from anybody's root. And however many years, maybe a dozen years old, I don't know, but that would be an indication of when this giant fell. This little tree is a tan oak standing by a giant redwood. And what's interesting here is you don't see many of them in this old growth forest. And in fact, every single tree that's in or heading up to the canopy, every single one here is a redwood. Nothing else gets in here. No Douglas-firs, no tan oaks heading upward. This is entirely redwood. Here's some more oxalis. And the shrubs in front are tan oak, lithocarpus. Getting toward the end of the loop here, and look what we found. Rockefeller Redwood Forest. Dedicated May 15th, 1952. That's 1 month after I was born. The preservation of this forest was made possible by a gift from John D. Rockefeller, Jr. May those who come here find inspiration and peace in the enduring splendor of these magnificent trees. A baby redwood right along the creek here, where the South Fork, which is right by me, is just about to enter the main fork of Freshwater Creek. So here's what it looks like. That redwood has no chance, obviously, because it'll just get flooded out. But here's where I found it, right along this pool area. There's Michael. We're going to explore the river in our water shoes. And plenty of redwoods over there. And also over there. So, little redwood seedling, may you enjoy this summer. You won't make it into the floods.